Excuse me, what do you think you're doing parking there? I live here. This is my spot. Been mine for years. Not anymore. According to the HOA guidelines, that area falls under community maintenance. What guidelines? This is outside the HOA jurisdiction. I checked before I bought the place. Well, I have the updated HOA map right here. See this section? Includes that patch of asphalt where your car is parked. That's cute, but my deed says otherwise. This is privately owned. It's not common property. I don't care what your little paper says. The HOA has redrawn boundaries. It's community space now. You can't just redraw boundaries on private property. That's not how land ownership works. Clearly. You're confused. The HOA has full authority. This space is technically within our control. Technically, that's not a legal term. Don't get smart with me. I've been on the HOA board for 8 years. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Then you should know that altering property lines without city approval is illegal. I'm trying to be reasonable. All I'm saying is stop parking here, or we'll start issuing violations. Violations for parking on my own land. You're joking, right? Not joking. You're violating HOA land use policy. You'll be fined. If it happens again, you mean if I park on my own driveway again? Don't twist it. That's not a driveway. That's a shared utility access lane. No, it's clearly a dedicated private parking area, paved by me, maintained by me, and on my property records. Property records don't override HOA regulations. We have control over exterior aesthetics and community access. This isn't an aesthetic, it's a functional, legally owned space. You're overreaching. We'll see what the board thinks about this. Expect a formal notice soon. I'll be expecting it, with a lawyer on speed dial. Typical. Always hiding behind lawyers instead of being a good neighbor. I'd rather hide behind a lawyer than bow to someone who thinks they're queen of the asphalt. You're going to regret that attitude. I already regret opening the gate. Consider this your final warning. Next time your car will be gone. It's touch my car and it'll be the last thing your HOA board ever does without a lawsuit. You've been officially warned, and you've been officially ignored. Hey, why are you taking pictures of my car? For HOA documentation. We need to track repeat violations. You mean you're compiling fake evidence? Evidence of non-compliant parking. You've been notified. You're insane. This isn't even on your jurisdiction, but you'll wish you hadn't said that when you see the fine. Can't wait. Hope it comes with a side of perjury. Don't be surprised if a tow truck shows up next time. Try it. I dare you. Hey, why are you looking over my fence now? Just measuring setbacks. We're checking if the pavement exceeds allowable limits. You're measuring my property now? You serious? The HOA needs to verify boundary compliance. The HOA has zero authority over my boundary. We'll see about that when the inspector arrives. Inspector, you're reporting this. We're escalating. You're a habitual violator now. Of what? Parking on land I legally own. You're abusing community resources. Community resources? It's my driveway. It affects the visual integrity of the neighborhood. You mean it affects your personal agenda? No one wants to live near someone who ignores community standards. No one wants to live near someone who pretends to own other people's land. Let's see how smug you are after the board votes. Bring them all. I'll bring my deed. Fine. Play hardball. Just remember you started this. Showed up on my property. I'm just standing where I belong. I wish you'd just move the car. Keep dreaming. Why is there a tow truck outside my house? We received a report of unauthorized parking on HOA managed land. We're here to remove the vehicle. Who reported it? A board member named Karen. She said this vehicle repeatedly violates HOA parking regulations. This is my property. That's my car. Show me any legal document authorizing you to tow it. I was told it was community property. You were told wrong. I've got my deed, property lines, and video surveillance if you'd like to. Be educated. Look, I'm just doing my job. If this isn't HOA property, I don't want to get involved. Good. Because if you touch that car, I will file a criminal complaint against you. No need to escalate. It was already escalated the moment someone falsely reported this spot as theirs. What's going on out here, Karen? Why did you call a tow truck to my house? Because I warned you not to park there. This is your consequence. You sent a tow truck to remove a car from private property. You're insane. It's not private if the HOA maps say otherwise. Your fake map has no legal authority. This is a recorded deed lot. Then why is the tow guy backing off? Because I showed him the actual legal documents. Unlike whatever crayon diagram you carry around, you're obstructing the HOA's enforcement process. You're abusing HOA authority and filing false reports. That's a criminal offense. No one's committing a crime. The HOA is simply maintaining order. Calling a tow on property you don't own is not maintaining order. It's harassment. Gave you ample warning. You chose to ignore it. You've crossed the line, Karen. No, you crossed the line when you parked in a common access zone. Let's settle this with the city. See who they agree with. It. Oh, I plan to. Great, and while you're at it, explain why you're fabricating evidence. Careful, you're making accusations you can't back up. Try me. You think calling a lawyer will scare me? No, I think the lawsuit will. Huh? You don't have a case. You attempted to seize private property through false reporting. That's plenty of case. I'm just enforcing HOA compliance. You're trespassing into legal boundaries that aren't yours. You've been hostile since day one. You've been obsessed with controlling everything that doesn't belong to you. You think you're special? That the rules don't apply? The rules don't apply because the property doesn't apply. You have no jurisdiction here. We'll let the board decide. The board doesn't outrank the city or the county recorder's office. Did you just film me? Yes, Karen, for legal documentation. Delete it right now. Not a chance. Call the tow truck on my land. This is evidence now. You can't record me without permission. I can when you're standing on my property harassing me. You'll regret this. No, you will. Especially when my attorney sends you a cease and desist. We're seriously taking this to a lawyer? Already did. We'll be hearing from him. By the end of the week, you're making this way bigger than it needs to be. You made it bigger the moment you called the tow truck and lied about ownership. Are you seriously going to take this to court over a parking space? I'd take it to the Supreme Court if I had to. It's the principle. You're unbelievable. And you're unhinged. Let me guess you called an emergency HOA meeting. A matter of fact, yes. The board needs to discuss your behavior. Perfect. I'll attend. I'll bring my deed, zoning laws, and camera footage. You're not invited. You're bringing up my property in a meeting and I'm not invited. This is internal HOA business. Then keep my name, mind my land out of it. We're voting to take action against your non-compliance. Good luck with that. I'll be waiting with my lawyer and a big smile. You know what? I've had enough. Good. So have I. You're arrogant. You think owning land gives you the right to disrespect the HOA. Think owning land gives me the right to park on it without being towed. This isn't over. Oh, I know, it's just getting started. Thought you said you'd stop parking there? I did stop me personally, but I never said others couldn't. Whose van is that blocking the space now? My buddy's. He needed a place to park his work truck. You can't just let random people park here. Why not? According to you, it's community property, right? Don't get clever with me, I'm not being clever. I'm being compliant. You said it's shared HOA space, so I opened it up. You don't have authority to turn it into some public garage. You said it's not private. Just following HOA logic, you're being disrespectful. Nope, I'm just maliciously compliant. What's with the public parking sign? I made it for you, since it's not private anymore. You posted a metal sign that says Karen approved parking, with arrows pointing to the spot. Figured I'd save you time next inspection. You're mocking the HOA. Now I'm supporting its new public parking initiative. This is harassment. You redefine my land. I'm just helping the neighborhood enjoy it. Take that sign down now. Sorry, Kent. According to you, it's not my land to control. You think you're so funny that you're going to regret teaching me to follow your rules too literally. There's a boat trailer parked here now. Yep, my cousin's. He said it's hard to find room near the lake. So I said Karen says it's all community use. You are abusing the system. You made the system. I'm just thriving in it. I'm reporting you. To who? Yourself. You're making a circus out of this neighborhood. You started it. Just selling tickets. Hey, you can't charge people to park here. I'm not. But donations for HOA Legal Education Fund are welcome. You set up a tip jar with your name on it. Thanks, Karen. We're so petty. You tried to steal my property. Petty would be selling raffle tickets to win a permanent spot. The HOA board is furious. Me guess they're not thrilled. With the new traffic, they're blaming me for this mess. Well, you did claim ownership over private land. What did you expect? You said I should have verified the zoning before escalating, so even they admit it's not HOA property. Reviewing documentation now. Translation: you're losing support fast. This is your fault. Nope, you called the tow truck. I just called my friends. Why are there folding chairs set up now? Some neighbors wanted to hang out. You said it's community space. This is not a picnic area. It is now. I even bought citronella candles. You are deliberately embarrassing me. You deliberately declared war on the wrong person. There's a teenager skateboarding back here. I let him build a mini. RAMPHOA youth outreach, right? That's a safety hazard. Should have thought of that before turning my private land into public space. You can't be serious. As a lawsuit. You're ruining my credibility. You did that when you lied about ownership. The board said I should step back while they investigate. Good, maybe you'll have time to take a zoning law course. There. Saying I misrepresented boundaries? They're right. And I've got footage of you ordering a tow. You better not show that at the next meeting. Oh, I'm definitely showing it. You made your point. Can we stop this? Sure. You ready to admit you overstepped? Considerate? Nope, that's not an apology. And I was wrong to call the tow truck. And I shouldn't have claimed the land was HOA controlled. Go on. And the board said it is. Your property after all. There we go. See? That wasn't so hard. Just take down the sign. I'll consider it. You're still letting your friends park here. Until I get an official retraction in writing? Yep. You're impossible. You're the one who made the rules. I just weaponized them. You've been served. What? Cease and desist. For my attorney, for property interference and false claims, you actually filed legal paperwork, of course. You crossed the line when you involved a tow truck. This is harassment. And no, this is called consequences. I just got a call from the city. Great. Maybe they explain property law to you. You're launching an investigation into the HOA's complaint process. That's what happens when you misuse power. They want documentation of the boundary adjustments I submitted. You mean the fake map you drew in Microsoft Paint? It wasn't fake? It wasn't official? That's what matters. You reported. Me. I reported a fraudulent boundary claim. If the shoe fits, the board is furious with me. Good, they should be. They said this could lead to legal action against the HOA. Or just you. The HOA didn't alter the maps. You did. I was trying to improve the community. You were trying to control land that wasn't yours. I was acting in everyone's best interest. By towing cars off private property, we're having an emergency board meeting tonight. I'll be there. You're not on the board. Doesn't matter. My land's being discussed. You'll just make a scene. I'll make a statement. Don't you dare show that footage. You mean the one where you yell at the tow guy and claim my lot? That footage. Better hope it's not admissible. Spoiler, it is. The board saw the footage. Good. They were not impressed. Even better, they said it clearly contradicts your jurisdiction claim. Translation: you lied. They're talking about suspending me from the board. Sounds reasonable. You don't even care that this affects the whole HOA. Nope, just my square of pavement, which you messed with. You've humiliated me in front of everyone. Humiliated yourself by overstepping. We're talking about voting me out entirely. I'll bring cupcakes to the vote. This isn't funny, Karen. You tried to tow my car. Over a lie. This is karma. No. The board wants to issue a written apology. Perfect. I'll frame it. They want me to sign it. Even better. And cover your legal fees. Now we're talking. This is extortion. This is restitution. You happy now? Getting there? You've turned everyone against me. You did that. I just exposed it. I was just enforcing order. No, you were enforcing fantasy. Are you really going to post the HOA letter online? If it's funny enough, you're unbearable. I'm undefeated. What are you painting now? A fresh white line, to mark the boundary, so you don't accidentally claim it again. You're petty? No, I'm precise. What's that stencil say? Private property. Note OA authority trespassers will be memmed. You're mocking me again. Correction. Protecting my rights with a little humor. You win, okay? You win. Say it louder. You win. Say the full thing. You'll own the land. I was wrong. I overstepped. Happy? Almost. One more thing. What? Smile for the new security cam. You're an HOA Hall of Shame now. You're evil. Nope. Just legally prepared. You really brought cupcakes to the vote. Triple chocolate? It's a celebration. You're insufferable. You're about to be unemployed. Sweeten the blow. The vote's happening now. Good, I already reserved a front row seat. Belong in this room. My name's on the property title. You made it everyone's business. Half these people only showed up because of your drama. Half try 2/3. Some just came for the cupcakes. Motion to remove Karen from the HOA. Bordini seconds. Right here, you can't be serious. This is what happens when you weaponize fake authority. This is betrayal. This is democracy. Final vote. 19 in favor, 2 against. You're removing me after everything I've done? That's the problem. You're making a huge mistake. Nope. We're correcting one. You're enjoying this, aren't you, a little? Okay, a lot. This community will fall apart without me. It already did with you. You're a smug little property owner with receipts. You're lucky I'm walking away. You're not walking. You're being voted off the island. You think this is the end? I know this is the end for you. Did you really post a screenshot of the apology letter? Yep. It's trending on the neighborhood forum. You tagged me? You bet. Hashtag Karen no more. You're sick. You're exposed. It's that framed thing by your garage. The signed apology, gold trim, signed by every board member. You framed my humiliation. It's right under the best HOA moment of the year plaque. Dior. Disgusting, thank you. I try. And what's with the banner? Private property, HOA free. Since Karen left, you're impossible. Correction. I'm unbothered. Did you seriously rename your Wi-Fi to Karen Lost? And the guest network is called Tow Truck? That failed. You're obsessed. You made it personal. I made it public. What's with the new fence, just making the property line extra obvious? Red paint and all, that's not HOA approved. Exactly. So you're really keeping this war going? No, I'm just finishing it with style. I'll move out. I'll sell. Fantastic. Want me to list it? I'll mention it's HOA board free now. You're the worst neighbor I've ever had. And yet I'm still here. I saw your shirt today. Like it. I survived HOA Karen. Limited edition. You're cashing in on this. Already sold 37. You're monetizing my downfall. Someone had to. You should be ashamed. I'm just maliciously compliant. This was never about the parking space, was it? It was always about boundaries. You crossed mine. I made sure you couldn't again. What now? Now? Peace? No. More fines. No more tow trucks. Just my car, parked peacefully where it belongs. You'll miss me when I'm gone. Doubt it. But I'll wave at the next Karen who tries anything stupid. You're not even afraid of what comes next? I already won. Everything else is just dessert. One day, someone worse than me will move in. Maybe. But now, I've got a legal playbook, a sign that says, beware. Lawyer-backed donor. You're unbelievable and unshakable. Any final words? Just one? What by?